Friday morning. We'd like to keep it light. I even told the show I even buy breakfast, and JD is giving me a hard time. Not only that, this is a surprise to me. Trader Judas. Sienna is jumping on here and think I'm a weirdo as well. We've had this conversation. Sorry for beating a dead horse here. I don't know where that term comes from. What the what? But we're beating the dead horse. We're talking about for the third time this week how they have an issue with me walking out in movie theaters. Now, a couple of days ago, we did get invited to a media screening of a movie. 35 minutes in, it just wasn't grabbing my attention. I leave, and the hate that I got from JD's text message, and then Sienna kind of co-signed on it. Sienna more thinks that it's just weird.
I just think it's weird because going to the movies is supposed to be a fun activity, so for you to just leave, it's disappointing.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I'm disappointed. Like, did I just not leave my house and go all the way to the movie theater for this horrible movie? Like, oh, God. So I leave, and then I go do something else.
Well, you have an Irish goodbye problem, but this was like where we can actually see you leaving this time.
Yeah, I tell you, I literally told you, it's not Irish goodbye. If the movie's not good, I will leave. So when you saw me leaving, what'd you think?
I said, where are you going? I actually thought you were going to the bathroom or something like that.
No,
but you
bro.
honestly, it's a really bad problem because you're not seeing the movie all the way through. You're not even giving it a chance.
Nah.
A lot of movies,
Bad
3/4 of
directing,
the
bad
way.
producing. If you're not
The
grabbing me in 30
ending,
minutes, that's
like,
horrible.
What does it have to do? What does a movie have to do to grab Joey? Like, what does it have to do to have you stay?
Your Honor, case in point, you guys stayed. The movie suck?
Yes.
I rest my case, Your Honor. So, here's the thing, though. I always will entertain that, I don't know, I could be wrong. So, am I the weirdo? Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you the question. Call us up, 833-730-6377. Do you walk out on movies? Do you just walk out on it? And then let us know what the movie is, because we've discussed that as well, that it might be a certain type of movie. But let's talk to Tanya, already on the line. Tanya, Phoenix, do you walk out on movies?
No, I can't do that because I feel really bad. But I have, I did sneak into a different one, so I stayed at the movies.
But you walked out on the movie that you paid to see.
Yeah, but I still saw another one.
Technically,
that is walking out because you chose another one over the one you originally picked.
Wow.
And why do you feel bad? It's not like the actors were there. Like, who the hell is going to tell them?
Well, no, it looked like I was going to the bathroom. It's okay because we had a plan. My friend snuck out after me. We went one by one.
What was the movie, by the way?
Memento.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Way back when it was really just boring.
Even the title sounds boring.
Leonard Shelby, that came out in 2000. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, I don't think that won any awards.
No wonder you walked out.
Yeah.
That one I understand.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Hey, all I know is I got a point. Someone actually did walk out. Yeah, they said that I'm weird because I literally do this at least once every couple of months. If I go to a movie theater and the movie's boring within a half hour, I just walk out.
A half hour,
Yeah.
dude.
Do you not sneak into another one so at least you didn't lose your money?
I have done that, but I will say not a lot. I've done that a few times, but usually I'm like, I'll go do something else.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I just feel like you lose out on your money and the experience.
I put my time and energy over money. Like, I feel like if I'm there for a half hour, I'm like, this is going to be boring. I'm not going to like this. I can spend an hour and a half, say, taking my kids to the park or going out and get a nice bite to eat or catching up on some errands that I got to do. I just look at the hour and a half. What else could I do with that hour and a half? That hoping this movie that I think is going to suck gets better.
Go down the street and have a drink.
Yes.
Do you even finish your food or your popcorn or anything by the time you walk out?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I already know I'm going to walk
fair
out.
enough.
Let me
Yeah.
finish it.
I
real quick.
finished popcorn before the previews.
No, I'm finishing the food. Yeah.
That's what's most expensive at the movie. So,
Yeah.
finish the food first.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for. all I know is I got a point. She does it as well. You guys are the weirdos.
You got a quarter of a point.
You know how many hours you guys have wasted in life by staying in movies that just sucked?
But then what if the ending's good?
What if?
The first half hour, they're like just setting it up.
What if?
What if the lights turn on? You found $1,000 in the aisle when you walked it out. You walked out. That's gonna be the note. What if? What if the actors showed up? What if you never got hit by a car? Morning
I
poo.
think you get a full point.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. She said it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
833-730-6377. I got 1 point. Do you walk out of movies, and which movie? I don't know what the hell she saw. Memento?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, that's horrible.
2000, I think.
Yeah. We'll have some more calls. Plus, tickets to Jelly Roll or Swedish House Mafia. You get to pick your prize this morning. Hank Crucified by my show here, talking about that they have an issue with me, that I walk out. On movies, if I'm at a movie theater, to me, I give it a gauge of 30, 40 minutes. If you don't grab me, I'm leaving. And the show think it's weird. I know we've had a call already, and they agree with me, so you're down a point.
Okay, that doesn't really mean anything. I'm trying to think. There's really only 2 movies I've ever walked out of. One was Napoleon Dynamite, and I really regret that because I ended up loving it. It's like the greatest movie of all time, but when you're first watching, you're like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
And then Dumb and Dumber, the most recent installment that they tried to revive.
That was a
like,
horrible
oh no,
movie.
I'm not going to let this ruin the original. So I remember physically walking out, but you do it as like, you go to the movies and you want it to impress you.
Absolutely.
You're like, impress me,
Has to.
entertain me.
What do you
30
mean?
minutes in and say the movie's like, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? You're not even giving it a chance.
A half hour, 45 minutes of my precious time, and you haven't entertained me or have me in at all. Yeah, I'm gone.
So do you
gotta
not
give
like
me.
movies that make you think? Like, you know, if you have to think about the plot at the end, or, you know, maybe it's a little bit of a mystery, like, do you just want it to be dumbed down?
No, if it's like a whodunit, yeah, obviously you have to watch the end. But if it's just a movie that it's just like, I don't get this, this is boring, I just roll out.
The screening that we went to was literally a whodunit, and you walked out.
You said it sucked.
It did suck,
So
but you didn't
who
know
was right, you or me on that situation, that particular situation?
Was I upset during the entire time for having to stay every minute? Someone had to watch it.
Listen, we're asking you the question, 833
730.
6377. Do you walk out of movies if it's just not good? I'm getting called the weirdo. And what movie was it? We got Nicole, Phoenix. Nicole, do you walk out of movies?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird, but it was that new little Spider-Man cartoon. It was just too crazy for me.
Oh, the one with Miles Morales?
Yes, I just...
Wow, it's because it's had a Latino in it. Wow.
No. It was because it was... I don't know what it was about it. If it was just... it was very loud and fast.
Yeah.
Do you think it's weird that people walk out of movies regularly? Not just like a one-time thing, but if they don't like the movie, they just dip?
Well, I mean, I guess if you're not into it, but yeah, it's kind of like you paid for it, so you want to finish it, but all of us were kind of over it.
Just to clarify, Nicole, did you leave because you got overstimulated? Is that the reason?
I don't know. I just couldn't follow it, and it was
Doesn't
like,
matter. That's not the question. Do you walk out of movies? She said she did.
I did.
Doesn't matter if she didn't like it, she didn't understand
I'm
it's
sure
too loud.
Everybody has walked out of a movie, Joey.
But your reasoning is because you're impatient, Joey. If she got overstimulated by the noise, and the animation's different on that movie too, so maybe it was weird on her eyes. I get that.
It's not that I'm impatient. It's just the movie is just not good, in my opinion.
You give it no shot.
I give it 30, 40 minutes. If it doesn't have me, then I was like, oh, I got an hour and a half. I could do something else. How's that weird?
Nicole, Joey walked out of Barbie, and Barbie had a great ending. I actually thought it was amazing, but Joey does not like women or anything that they create on their own.
I did not relate to that movie whatsoever. Halfway through of the singing and John Cena's a shark, I'm like, I'm out.
It was okay. It was. I mean, I had like this little funny moments, I guess, and my daughter was into that one. This one, she just wasn't into it either, and I said, you know what?
Man, this girl's doubling down with me. Listen, I was with 2 adults at that Barbie movie screening. I didn't have any kids. I'm like, there's no reason for me to... I have errands to run, so I rolled out. Is that weird?
No.
Huh? Huh? Not weird. You guys are losing this so bad.
We have to find someone who agrees with us
I
because this is
know.
getting annoying. And I can't even recall the last time I went to a movie and saw people actually get up and leave. I'm dead serious. I can't even think about it.
This guy. Stop
I'm serious.
it.
When's the last time
Yeah.
you went to a movie and you actually saw somebody get up and leave?
Yeah, I can't think of. And then
Exactly.
the last time that I walked out was literally like 15 years ago, so I don't even remember.
You know what it is? It's because we're part of media. And by the time that movie drops, we know if it has a good rating or not. I don't remember the last time I heard you guys say, yeah, I heard that movie sucks. I'm going to go see it. Why would you go see a movie that got a bad rating?
The next time we go to a screening, I want you to walk out when one of the media people are there if you
I
don't
have.
like it.
I have.
I just don't think it should be a regular thing. I think if a movie is awful, you do it regularly.
If the movie, why would I walk out in a good movie? It's very simple. If the movie's good, great, I stay.
Hello, Sienna.
No, I get that, but I'm just like, you're really ruining your own experience. But that's just me. Because there was a movie, what was it? Was it the Bob Marley one?
Yeah.
It was like kind of hard to follow, but we still stayed all the way through.
Yeah, it wasn't that great,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah, it
wouldn't
wasn't-
walk out.
That wasn't that great. It wasn't horrible. I like the music. I like the
Right,
music of that one.
right.
I like the storyline. I just couldn't understand it. Their accents were so hard, but I liked the movie. I didn't love the movie. I was teetering. I almost left.
You're a tough critic. It's almost like you're too much of a critic.
I'm the person that people would want to ask how the movie was. Because I'm going to give it to you straight.
You're impatient.
Yes.
You're basically kind of a Gen Zer.
A little bit, and we've talked about this. You said Wild Robot, the animation movie, you didn't really care for, your kids didn't care for, but I loved it.
No, I thought it was good. I wasn't great. I'm very hard on kids' movies. I don't know if you, hun. What's your name, Nicole?
Nicole.
I judge kids' movies harder than regular movies because I feel like if you are producing or directing with the kids' time, what do they call it?
Attention span?
Attention span. You have to get them real quick. So I could tell if a kid's movie's dragging within 30 minutes, you lost the kids. Like Sonic. My kids fell asleep on Sonic 1 and 2.
Well, you're teaching them your bad habits.
Yep. Roll out. Do you have kids, Nicole?
Yes, I have 4.
Yeah, 4. So you've been through this. If you go to a movie, kids movie, they fall asleep. Do you stay there watching the whole movie or do you wake them up and you kind of roll out or make them watch the movie or what do you do?
We just stay because usually we go for like the popcorn and just kind of to go out, but it's getting a little bit harder just because everybody else is older and she's getting older, and so she tends to find it not as interesting anymore, and I kind of blame it on social media.
Yep.
Because she's constantly scrolling, and so she doesn't really watch movies anymore. She just watches TikToks and YouTube clips, and
Right.
she just can't sit there the whole time.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
Thank you for the call, love. You were most enjoyable. Asking the question, do you walk out on movies if it's just not good? I'm getting fingers pointed at me that I'm a weirdo because I do this. I would say average of at least once every couple of months. If I'm at a movie theater or watching a movie and it sucks within 30, 40 minutes is my personal gauge. If it doesn't grab me, I'm rolling out. And I guess Sienna and JD think this is weird.
It's a family thing, too. I guess if the kids fall asleep, then you're out as well.
I'm watching kid movies for my kids. Why would I stay there for another hour and a half to watch a cartoon?
I don't know. Maybe you like it.
Yeah, you might like it.
If my kids are asleep and I don't like it, I'm rolling out. But there has been when they fall asleep and it's a good movie, I'll watch it. I'm like, oh, y'all missed a good one. I remember the Croods. Remember the Croods, the caveman?
Oh, I do know that movie, but I've never seen it.
I think it was like a daddy-daughter date, and I took her and Gia fell asleep. I thought it was good, so I watched the rest of it.
Did she ever see it again or no?
Yeah, it came out on TV or Netflix or something like that. Watches it all the time. So all I'm justifying is if it's a good movie, I'm going to watch it. If it sucks, I give it 30, 45 minutes to grab me.
Was there a movie that you walked out on that you regret and then watched at some point? You're like, wow,
nope, I'm always right, John. Listen, let's talk to Hannah in Tempe. Do you walk out of movies or not? These guys need your help because everyone's agreeing with me.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. What's the movie that you walked out on?
I'm not sure. It was a kid movie, and, my child didn't want to watch the show, so we just decided to walk out.
Yep.
Joey, that's different. Like when you ask
How is that different?
Because you're asking them if they've ever walked out of a movie. I'm sure everybody has, but you do it like regularly.
That's not the question.
That is the question.
Do
What
you
movie-
walk out on movies?
Okay, now you're being technical. I know what you're trying to do.
Okay,
and you're
what's the
being
question?
technical. The question is, have you ever walked out?
We're back to square one.
I know, but
And she
he
said
does
yes.
it all the time.
She said yes, and
I know.
I agree with her. Sonic, part 1 and 2, my kids fell asleep, so get up. We're leaving.
So you made them walk out?
They fell asleep.
But I feel like just stick through it.
Why?
You last a half an hour. That is literally them setting up the plot. And you think any movie is going to be wrapped up within the first 30 minutes, like supposed to grab you like that?
Oh, like literally, I roll out.
But honestly, I don't enjoy going to the movie theater. I can barely sit down and watch a show.
Right. But it's not weird.
So-
That's another part of the question. Is it weird if people walk out? Because they think I'm weird for spending money. And then if I don't think the movie's good, walking out, they said, no, stick it through.
No, I think it's a waste of your time. Why are you gonna-
Exactly. I rest my
It's
case,
just
Your Honor.
no.
It's a waste of your time. I tell them that my time is more precious than that whatever, 20, 30 bucks.
Yeah, no, I agree. And
You guys are the weirdos.
Well, you guys have kids. Stop pointing your finger at me.
You guys are the weirdos.
It'd be different if you're like, oh, I turned this movie off that I was watching in my living room.
Right.
Okay, whatever. But a whole movie, like that's an experience. You get to get your popcorn and the recliners, and then you just walk out.
And you talk about how bad it sucked.
Yeah, you get
That's
a
part of the
recap
experience
after.
too.
You know how much time you guys have wasted doing that in life?
No, there have been plenty of movies that we've stuck through, and the ending has just been amazing.
To be honest, that was Uncut Gems for me.
Yes.
Yes, I felt like it was really slow, but I stuck through, and the ending was literally what made the movie.
Just impatient. Like, you got
There
to
it
give me.
is. We've gotten to it. He's impatient.
I am impatient.
We
So
found
it's
the root of the
weird that
problem.
you walk out during these movies.
We've talked to 2 people and they do the same thing.
Well, they are impatient too.
How do you feel that Sienna and JD are very judgmental and call you weird? How does that sit with you today?
Okay, instigator.
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
I don't really care.
Right. She doesn't care about you guys. Okay. Well, we appreciate your call. I appreciate the point that I'm not the weirdo and they are.
Yeah, yep, no problem.
Okay. You have a day you deserve. Okay, love?
Yeah, you too. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye-bye. You guys sucked at that one, bro. You guys lost this debate.
Like unanimously.
Yeah, I know. No one was here to help us out.
You're the weirdos.
I guess so, but I stand 10 toes down. I'm not walking out on my movie that I pay for.
Stop wasting your time. We're here once. One time.
It's true. Go to the movie theaters down here. They're only $7.99 in downtown.
Good to
Don't
know.
waste all your money.
Let's get ready for the staycation setup because we have, it's Sienna's favorite, our second favorite D word.
Doozy.
We have a doozy coming up.
Yeah, so this one is a doozy. So I don't think we've done one like this before. We're going to check in with Dina. She's actually in a throuple, and she's calling us because she thinks the guy in the throuple is cheating on her and the girlfriend.
So we're going to call the guy to see if he's cheating on his 2 girls.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be a doozy.
Nah.